Are you feeling lonely? Come, let's find your way out. Help you find your way out from loneliness to cheerfulness. This video will help you come out of the shadows, help you reach out to people, help you learn to connect, widen your network, strengthen relationships, nurture your hopes, and build on your dreams. Never alone ever again, by gaining your interpersonal strengths and powers. Experts discovered that about 22% of the people say they constantly feel alone. Such prolonged feelings of isolation can come with serious health problems, both mental and physical. Oh gosh. Feelings of isolation are often associated with depression, anxiety, and even suicidal thoughts. Doctors have also found that people who are lonely tend to have increased blood pressure, weaker immune systems, and more inflammation out the body. Turns out, connectedness not only makes our lives more interesting, it's vital for our own survival. So, what should you do when you're feeling stuck without anyone to lean on? Some of the best strategies to cope with loneliness, based on what therapists, doctors, and researchers say, are: number one, express your feelings. Express your feelings, don't hold back anymore. Expressing your feelings can be the beginning of releasing it. Get rid of the stigma that encourages you to avoid admitting when you are lonely. Be honest, please, with yourself about what you are experiencing. Yes, broaden your understanding. Broaden your understanding of love and affection. Sometimes when we are feeling lonely, we can't see what's right in front of us. Many of us get small-minded when it comes to affection and intimacy, in that we count only certain behaviors that suits us while ignoring others. When you expand your thinking of affection and love to include a wider range of behaviors, you discover that you aren't as bad as you originally thought. Loneliness is just a feeling, and you are not alone. You're not alone. Realize that you are sharing the same experience with millions of other people around the globe. Since loneliness is everywhere, imagine being connected to all of the lonely people out there. Loneliness is a healthy emotion, revealing your need for connection. So you're not alone. Your need for connection. Yes, learn to question your thoughts and feelings. Ask yourself what loneliness looks like for you. Loneliness looks different for people at different times of their lives, and that there are those who have many relationships but still feel like something is missing. Ask yourself what loneliness looks like for you. Has something changed in my relationships leading me to feel more disconnected? Have I been nurturing my current connections and creating opportunities for new ones that make me feel seen? And am I intentionally or accidentally isolating myself? These are questions you need to ask yourself. Whether your loneliness is brief or chronic, questions like these can help direct you to the best way to cope. Learn to relax, and do what your body needs. Stop, take a deep breath, observe, and proceed. If you are frequently busy running around with your to-do list or feel stressed by all the meetings at work, it might be time to hit the bricks. Sometimes when your schedules are back-to-back for too long, you start disconnecting from yourself and other people. You're overwhelmed by overworking and too much stimulation. That's why relaxing for you could mean listening to music, taking a bath, or just sitting with nothing to do and nowhere to be. Learn to be your own best friend. You can use your free time to get back in touch with your hobbies, interests, and life's goals. Focus on what you're grateful for rather than what you don't have. Positive self-belief will reduce your negative thinking for sure. Start believing in the affirmation, I am good, I can do it. I am good, I can do it. Start sharing your kindness and helpfulness. Step out and notice ordinary people smiling at you, or a kid holding her mother's hands. Hold a door for somebody or do something nice for a stranger, and then you start to get the endorphins and the oxytocin going in your body. Oxytocin is your bonding hormone. If you're feeling good, you might even try starting conversations. Appreciate other people too for their acts of kindness and helpfulness. Get out every day and have a conversation face to face with your neighbor, a friend, your shopkeeper, the security guard, in short, anyone whom you might feel regularly. Yes, offer to volunteer, support your friends, family, and community in those small little things. The key is to focus on others rather than yourself to begin to build a better social network. Community organizations, religious groups, and social groups around shared interests provide wonderful ways to connect with other people. Joining a group focused on charity work rather than a common interest, like a sports team or a book club, may provide an easier opportunity to socialize as you'll be working in tandem on the task at hand. You won't feel on the spot to put yourself out there and make new connections. And that's a wonderful way. And it's important to join social clubs and professional associations. Explore opportunities with other people to form bonds over common interests. It could be the Rotary, it could be the Lions, the JCI, the Toastmasters, whatnot. Any activity that puts you in a social environment on a regular basis. Learn and use the language of touch. Lack of physical connection can be the cause of loneliness. When you were a baby, your body was trained to respond to physical touch as a form of communication and connection with your caregivers. Physical contact has always been about feeling safe, secure, and cared for. But know that you don't need a lover, a friend, or a massage therapist to give you a reassuring caress. Placing your hand over your heart could do it as well. Your body registers the care you give yourself in a similar way that it registers the care you get from others through physical touch. Supportive touch works with your parasympathetic nervous system, which helps calm you down, and reduces cortisol and releases oxytocin. And the 11th very key point, keep your mind engaged in creative thinking and doing things. Sketch, paint, knit, anything to get your creative juices flowing. Creative arts have an extraordinary capacity to elevate and minimize our negative emotional experiences through self-expression. Try expressive writing, jotting down thoughts and feelings you recognize others may be experiencing. And the 12th point, the key, is to get yourself a pet friend and see the positive change. If you're feeling a hole in your life, why not fill it with a playful force that will be available to you around the clock? Seek out a furry friend that might help you find more satisfaction in your day-to-day life. If you can manage the responsibility, rescuing your new pet, whether it be a dog, a cat, or even a bird, may help you feel more fulfilled in your day-to-day life. And social media and its impact on you, you should be very aware. Reassess the influence social media has on your life. Are you using social media to make meaningful connections? Are you spending too much time on it? Is it causing you to withdraw in unhelpful ways? If you feel dissatisfied with your face-to-face relationships, you are likely to retreat into the world of social media, which only increases the problem, on the other hand. If social media is dragging you down, it may be time for a temporary screen switch off. The challenge of smoke, alcohol, and drugs. Alcohol, like other drugs, can amplify feelings of psychological depression, and drinking to avoid feeling lonely can easily lead to addiction as you develop tolerance over time. Getting enough exercise during the week and establishing a healthy sleep routine, along with taking stock of how much you are drinking, may help you avoid feeling lonely. Act you must. to be cheerful and not lonely. Understanding that you are experiencing feelings of loneliness is a step in the right direction. Try your hand at something new may help to break through to better times ahead. If you try enough things, likely one of them is going to pay off at some point. Feeling lonely is often episodic and not something that should feel like a life sentence. Therefore, it's important to take action if nothing is helping you feel better. Seek help and support from professionals. At times, you need professional help to escape the darkness or the dark thoughts keeping you in isolation. Most often, you come to believe that if you are lonely, you deserve to be lonely and that no one will ever love you the way you want. These thoughts, in turn, guide your actions in ways that end up keeping you lonely. Behavioral experts can help you design and bring your thoughts and behavior better in line with reality. You deserve to move away from loneliness to cheerfulness. Develop supreme confidence in yourself and your own strengths now. Help enter every task without thinking about failing. The gift of psychology is help concentrate on your strengths instead of weaknesses, on your powers instead of problems. Majority focus on weaknesses and problems instead of their strengths and powers. You can be your best friend or your worst enemy. Knowing yourself is truly about knowing your strengths. Each one of us is a bundle of strengths and weaknesses. Lonely people tend to focus on weaknesses instead of strengths. A minority of the world population makes use of their inherent strengths and learns to win, but a vast majority, unknowingly and unintentionally, tend to use their weakness and end up on the losing side in their life, career, and relationships. Each one of us needs an objective evaluation of our inherent strengths and capabilities to ensure progress and growth. Weakness fixing. Mind you, weakness fixing prevents problems, but strength building speeds up success. So find out what are your hidden strengths. Identify your strengths and weaknesses before it's too late. It's key that you do it as early as possible. Knowing your strengths and weakness is important for getting out of loneliness at your earliest. Over time, we may discover these strengths and weaknesses through life experiences, yet we may not act upon or we may not know how to face the realities of life. Objective assessments from the assessment world, www.theassessmentworld.com, are immensely helpful. These assessments remove subjective bias and provides a realistic picture for you to take positive steps to do the course correction faster and better. Get help now, not later. Today, the behavioral science of psychology has made rapid advances in enabling human understanding and appreciation of your true capabilities and potential. Your hidden strengths open up opportunities in your life like never before. Thereby, the benefits of psychometric assessments help you become aware and make use of it so that you can optimize hidden gifts and talents by fully making use of strengths and powers to overcome loneliness and progress in your life. Move from negative to positive. Grow out of bad to good. Change from hopelessness to hope. Get off from destructive to constructive. Strike off pessimism and replace with optimism. And that's important. Find your way out. My dear friend, find your way out from loneliness to cheerfulness. It's time to revise your past from today, revitalize your present from now, and redirect your bright future and be in control. Please send an email to learning@oscarmurphy.com. Subscribe to our wonderful channel for more Oscar Murphy life strategies. You're welcome.